Welcome back to rTech. In today's review, we check out the all-new Cyclonic vacuum cleaner from Fiable. This is a really good looking device, and the color scheme it uses reminds me of a certain character from the Avengers movie. Can you guess which one it is? Yeah, this looks very much similar to the paint scheme of what Iron Man uses on his suit, right? Yeah, this is a very functional vacuum too. It in fact has an adjustable motor suction power of up to 2800 watts. So if you want less power, you can adjust the knob down and this will, reduce the suction force. So let's quickly dive into the review and see how well this performs. So please do subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you so much. Now the outer box that this comes in is nothing special. It's just a plain old cardboard box. A few details written on it, nothing much. I mean, how much this thing weighs, about 6.5 kgs. And the vacuum itself should be much lighter than the packaging. This is the FC9188 model number. So right out of the box, you have a manual and the black hose. So this looks to be of pretty good quality. On the other end, you also have an adjuster. So this is the vacuum suction adjustment power option, which you have in most of the vacuum cleaners. But this one feels so much more of higher quality. You also have some other accessories. The generic module, you have this corner attachment, which lets you vacuum sides of walls and any other furnitures that you have. It doubles up as a brush and it's very cleverly designed. So if you fold it, it becomes a normal corner suction module. At the same time, if you pull out the brush, it can double up as a multi-purpose cleaner. So really nice, well thought of. It saves space. I mean, you don't have to put an additional attachment with the brush there. Also inside, let's removing some of the thermocol. You have the stainless steel pipe, and you also have a floor cleaner and a carpet attachment, which is usually standard with most vacuum cleaners. So very few attachments, most of them are doubling up as additional accessories. So this module, when you take off the filter module, this is how this whole unit looks. I mean, the motor is actually hidden behind that big wheel, and I like the color scheme. I mean, again, it's very similar, the same red which Iron Man uses on his suit. Very nice. At the rear, you have a exit filter. There's also some swivel wheels so that you can turn this around. This is the filter canister, and it's completely washable. You have a HEPA filter inside, and there's a click lock which attaches itself to the motor, and the handle doubles up as a carrying unit, so you can carry the whole thing just by lifting the filter module. So this is completely bagless, this vacuum cleaner. This thing just attaches with just one click. So very well designed. The unit is very light and simple to carry and assembles really quickly, so it should be a breeze to use it. Let me know what you guys think about this design in the comments below. There are two big buttons on the rear of the unit, and both are foot operable, so you can use your legs and power it on and off. And one's a power button and one is a cord retraction button, so just be careful not to hit the cord retraction when this thing is being used. They look very similar, and the adjustment knob is right in the middle of it. So the cord is just 2-pin and it's self-retracting, so it's really cool. Let's connect this vacuum and just give it a nice twist. So all the accessories fit really well. You just have to make sure that you fix it and give it a good twist. The stainless steel attachment, I mean, this is what makes this whole unit a little different and special. It's one unit which doubles up as multiple attachments. So this lever here on this stainless steel pipe, once you press that, this whole thing extends. It gets up to 4 feet, I think, roughly, which is really nice. So you don't need additional plastic pipes to lengthen this whole thing. And with the press of a button, this whole thing will retract. And this thing feels really solid. And the accessory is easily attached to this unit. Like I mentioned before, this unit can be lifted using the filter module itself. So once you attach that to the motor, all you need to do is just grab it and it's good to go. So let's vacuum this little carpet here, give it a shot and see how well this thing works. I'm using the carpet module. You do have a button on this attachment to put up the brush or do it without the brush. And it's really powerful, and you can see that it is actually pulling the carpet up. Anyway, let's move on to something smaller, maybe the mesh of the CPU. I'm using the other attachment which has a small brush on it. So I'm just going to do half of this so that we see how well this thing is vacuuming. And there is a lot of dust on the CPU mesh. It always gets dirty. And that's the difference. So the area which is vacuumed, is easily identifiable. This does a good job inside the CPU cabinet as well. Moving on to the next attachment. Now I'm assuming this is a fabric unit attachment. It's got a slightly wider suction unit up front, and this thing is powerful. So if you're trying to vacuum something delicate, you have to ensure that you have the release valve pulled on the hose pipe, else you'll end up destroying curtains and some delicate upholstery. So this stainless steel attachment which extends really helps you do the job much quicker. Easy to clean items which are out of reach. And the side brush, now that's again a genius move. It really helps you clean those areas which cannot be reached with a regular hand brush, and this is good. The upholstery cleaner can really help you clean up those sofas. And I found it really convenient. It does a good job. Now for some real life testing. I've dropped a few grains, some flour and some seeds and many other things on the floor just to see how well this thing will do. So I'm going to use the carpet attachment or the floor attachment and just give it a few swipes. It's incredible. This thing is really nice. There's nothing left on the floor. Everything has been collected inside the filter canister. Let's check out the amount of garbage inside. Now to actually find out how much noise this thing makes, I have an unprofessional test here. So I'm going to run this from low power to maximum power and see the amount of noise it's going to make, right? So it doesn't get too loud. I mean, it fluctuates between 75 to 76 decibels. The sound does change when you increase the power, but it doesn't get really loud. Removing the filter canister from the devices can be done with one button, just like how you fix this on the motor unit. And this will come off very easily when you press the lever, of course. If you don't press the lever, I tried pulling it apart, but it wouldn't come off, so it's pretty strong. I've taken off the filter module, and here's the dust bag, which is basically your polycarbonate case. So do remember that it does have some inputs for your air to flow, so you shouldn't kind of turn it all the way around because dust will fall off on the floor again. So there is a HEPA filter inside which cleans up the air as it's pulling in air. It's going to dispose that same air into your room, so it does have a filter to do that, and that's also cleanable, and you should be cleaning that once in a while. To empty this, it's very simple. You just pull the lever and face it towards the trash can, and that's all it does. Also showing the filter module. It's a circular device. Just make sure that if you do wash these things, they have to be 100% dry before you use the vacuum cleaner again. You can see some dust collected here, so if you wash this whole unit, should be fine. Power cord and the retractable button is here. And right in the middle, you have the adjustment knob for the power. And there's also a small notch for you to secure your attachment when you're cleaning. So that's really nice. Also, another thing which I wanted to remind you is this cord retraction can be quite dangerous because there's a lot of tension in this. So if you're, retracting the cable, make sure that you do it gently and you are holding the cable before you press this button. Otherwise, it's just going to snap. It's going to hit someone's face. So just be careful with that. All in all, this is a very good looking practical vacuum cleaner. It's bagless, it's 2800 watts at full power, and for this size, I think it's one of the best equipped bagless cyclonic vacuum cleaner. It's a powerful machine and can do a lot of work for you without a lot of hassle and few intelligent accessories. I definitely recommend you to try this out. And at $4,500, it's a good deal. I'll leave some discount coupons in the link below. Do check them out. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching rTech. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button and share it with your friends if you like the video. I shall see you on the next one. Bye-bye.